Disclaimer: this series uses the Bible to determine sins in video games. This series is not meant to offend any companies, fans, or YouTubers who do videos on these subjects. Thank you. How's it going, crewmates? It's KRF, and welcome to another episode of Sins in Video Games. This series uses the Bible to determine whether or not certain characters, items, songs, or story elements contain sin. After the 5th episode of this series, I will be dedicating videos to how we can make these video games I've mentioned less sinful, starting with Pokemon, since so far that video has the most views. Alright, so moving on to the topic of this video, today we'll be looking at sins in Zelda enemies. I want to do a video of the sins in Zelda throughout the entire series, since I am a fan of Zelda, and I grew up with it. But the series is big, and there's an entire timeline, so I can't promise that a video about that will come anytime soon, because I want to get in depth with the story, and the characters, and stuff like that. So yeah, let's get into this. So, like I said, the Zelda series is big, more than 30 years big, and in those 30 plus years, 19 games are about one single story that splits into 3 different paths, cause time travel. Of course, I'm not going to tackle all 19 games in one video. Instead, I'll do the original Zelda, and The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past will be next episode, since this is going to be 2 parts, and I'll extend from that since, 19 games. So, let's go. So, in the original Legend of Zelda, you can go anywhere you want, and I'm going to start with what is known as Level 1, and the first boss of Level 1 is Aqua Mentis. Aqua meaning water, and Mentis meaning... Okay, this is kind of a weirdish definition, because I've never heard this word up to this point, so yeah. Here's your definition. So, Aqua Mentis is a boss that appears in both original Legend of Zelda and the Oracle of Ages and Oracle of Seasons games. If you couldn't tell by its design, Aqua Mentis is based off a dragon. In our Pokemon episode, I mentioned dragons in the Bible. The devil is referred to as a dragon in Revelations chapter 12:9, which says, and I'm going to say it again, the great dragon was hurled down, the ancient serpent called the devil, or Satan, who leads the world astray. He was hurled to earth and his angels with him. Revelations chapter 12, verse 9. So there we go, we already got Aqua Mentis out, and I want to make something clear. This is a Zelda game, so expect there to be a lot, and I mean a lot, of dragons, spiders, and pigs. Lots and lots of pigs. Next we have Armos, a reoccurring enemy in the original Legend of Zelda. The artwork portrays the Armos as a more humanoid than they do in the game. The game's manual says they are even stated to have once been human soldiers that were turned to stone. How they were turned to stone? I have no idea. Was it something magical? Probably not. I don't know. In later Zelda games, they're portrayed to be more like robots than statues, so this could be sinful, but lately Armos have been shown to be more robotic than magical, and we already know that in the Legend of Zelda universe there are different ways of powering machines through minerals and stuff like that. Next we have the bubble, which I already know is sinful. Bubbles are skulls surrounded by magic, or fire, or ice, depending on the game. The bubbles in the first Zelda drain your health, and in other games they drain your magic and health. Magic, like we referred to in the last 3 videos. Deuteronomy, look it up. I'm putting it up on the screen like I did in the last 3 episodes. Be prepared to read Deuteronomy a lot in this video and in other future videos, because I refer to Deuteronomy a lot, especially for what it says about magic users, and we already referred magic is a sin. We've already identified that in the previous videos, which I recommend you watch, especially Pokemon, because Pokemon's my strongest one so far. Next, we have Goliath, another dragon. Its reasoning for being a sin is just the same as the other dragon. You never see it coming. It's a dragon. So this right here in front of you is a like. This atrocity right here is literally called a like. They get Link inside of them, spit him out, and rob him of his magic shield. Wait, he steals the magic shield. We have someone doing the right thing. He's getting rid of the magic. Here we go. Play the victory fanfare. Well, I mean, he also robs him of his money, but we have a hero. You never see it coming. You see that my money's the best for eyes. Stripping you of sinful objects and your money. Seems legit. So, here we have the Lynels. They are horses with lion heads that have swords and shoot fire from their mouth. In their most latest incarnation, they have horns coming out of their head, and let me tell you, these guys are not easy to deal with. I'll tell you why they're sinful in the next episode, because reasons and the Lionels also show up in A Link to the Past, which will be next episode. Stalfos. Usually they are the remains of soldiers who still haven't accepted their fate, cursed with the desire to win the war even after death. In Ocarina of Time, Stalfos are adults who were lost in the woods, and they were turned into this bloodthirsty savage warrior, while children lost in the woods became Skull Kids. Only in an E-rated game made by Nintendo would they put this nightmare fuel. Wallmasters, big hands that come from the walls and ceilings of dark areas. They grab Link and take him out of whatever dungeon he's in. At the end of the video, at the end of the Link to the Past being sinful, I will also explain why they are sinful. Wizrobes, wizards that cast beams and magic energy, and they are named after the cloaks that they often wear. Again, Deuteronomy. And now, the final enemy in The Legend of Zelda, the most reoccurring antagonist, and he's known by the King of Evil, King of Thieves, Prince of Darkness, and Prince of the Gerudo. But his title throughout Hyrule's history is the embodiment of the Demon King Demise's hatred. That right there is proof in itself. Demons are the reason for sin. This thing is supposed to be the embodiment, the reincarnation of a demon. It is literal sin, and on top of that, he is made up of the pure hatred of one, and hating someone is a sin in itself. And yeah, so that's all the sins I could find in the original Legend of Zelda. I'm going to have to split the video into more parts. Next will be about A Link to the Past, and there are more enemies there, and I will explain why Lionels and Wallmasters are sinful. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Goodbye, crewmates, and I hope you enjoyed this video. God bless you, and goodbye. And also subscribe to Ganon Doofus. She is the one who made the music, and I used her music, and subscribe to her because it's music. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. And in quote-unquote honor of this video, I started playing Wind Waker. You could watch that video right now. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Bye, crewmates. See you all next time.